Warning, not for children, not for children.
In this review, I will take a look at the new LooseCollector La Muerta. What sets her apart from other LooseCollector ladies? What are the possible kitbash that you can do? How does she scale with a 1/12 scale figure, 6-inch scale, and 7-inch scale figures? From the humble beginnings, LooseCollector joined forces with Halimao Sculptures and produced the first highly articulated Filipino superhero, Darna. From the local Filipino scene, LooseCollector brought their talents to the global stage. They team up with Executive Replicas, which is known for producing high-end collectibles with exceptional attention to detail. The outcome of this strong partnership is the breathtaking 6-inch scale action figures of the most controversial, baddest, and sexiest ladies in comic books. Coffin Comics' Lady Death, the Ladies of Dynamite led by Vampirella, and recently, joining Lady Death are the second wave of Coffin Comics ladies, which includes Chaotica and now for review, La Muerta.
The head is white plastic painted on some black details. Those black details are not sculpted on. They're like makeup and it does match how she looks in the comic books. Maybe some minor changes in terms of the color. Her hazelnut brown like colored hair has sculpted strands wherein there are some dark wash to bring out that sculpt. The white bones of her skeleton costume are just painted on, so there might be some smudge in some areas. Her body is plain black plastic. The only exposed skin of her body is in the lower torso. Unlike Hasbro, LooseCollector sculpted the end of her shirt and the beginning of her pants. So La Muerta does not look like a female in a body paint cosplay. Be careful when articulating the upper thigh because you don't want the white paint to get scratched. I quickly took a look at different La Muerta comic book covers. The boots vary in every cover, but the design done by LooseCollector here is exceptional. With those straps, it feels like a X-Force uniform, just like X-23. The boots has a metallic silver buckle. Just like Chaotica, the trademark is hidden on the upper thigh. Executive Replicas, Coffin Comics, here we have LooseCollector 2024. In the comments below, let me know what do you think about this brand new La Muerta by LooseCollector and Executive Replicas. La Muerta shows less skin compared to the other LooseCollector ladies, but she comes back with several firearms. Too many for her to carry, so you'll need something like this, a gun locker by Slide Effects, link in the description below. Let's go over the accessories that La Muerta comes with. First, she comes with a pair of closed-fist hands. All her hands has sculpted on fingerless gloves. There is no paint on her fingernails. Probably La Muerta does not use nail polish. Her hands can hinge forward and back. The next pair of hands she comes with is the I Surrender Expressive Open Palm hands. This particular set of hands can hinge forward and back as well, just like the closed fist hands. This gives us a total of 4 hands so far. Here are the weapon holding hands. LooseCollector was mindful for the use of the hand, so the articulation for these hands is it can hinge up and down. Next pair of hands is the trigger finger hand. These hands can be used for the guns and the knife. Same as the other weapon holding hand, it can hinge up and down. This gives us a total of 8 hands. The first weapon she comes with is a large knife. All black except for a gold plate there. Then she comes with a pair of smaller pistols or guns. Her guns have sculpted on details but it's all plain black plastic. probably to make La Muerta more stealth, operating in the darkness. Next set of weapons is two semi-auto rifles, all black again, but the scope work is excellent. It looks like a real gun. In the comments below, let me know, do you think Loose Collector did the right thing, making her guns all black so it's stealth? Or do you think they should have painted the details? Here is the one long rifle. I like how Loose Collector added sculpted details to a plain black rifle, making it feel like a real rifle. To loosen the joints, it's important to heat up the figure either with hot water or hot air. For La Muerta, it's important because that's the only way that you can pop off the upper torso and slide in her utility belt. Sounds like Batman. This utility belt comes with sculpted pouches wherein the buttons are painted silver. To carry her two pistols and her knife, she comes with a holster at the back. So getting the pistols first, we can slide in the pistol to this particular holster. It has a shape wherein you can position the trigger of the pistol. It will not fully get in. Some part would still be exposed. So just try to push it harder. Using the other one as well. Push it in the holster. It's a little bit tricky because of how small her weapons are. It's a 6-inch scale figure. This is a little bit tight, putting on her knife because the end of this gun or pistol will hit the handle of the knife. In my opinion, Loose Collector should have added a distance between the holster of the pistol and the knife to avoid this particular tightness in terms of her weapons. So if you pull it, that tip would hit the handle of the pistol. The knife is not that sharp, so I don't expect it to scratch the white paint from her back. She comes with a Loose Collector stand, a transparent plastic with 3 pegs. She can stand fine without the stand, but it is good for dynamic poses. She doesn't wear high heels. As mentioned in my Chaotica review, you can use this Loose Collector stand for other Loose Collector ladies action figure. Thank you for taking time despite of your busy day to check out my review. Hope you stay for the second part.
I'm Juggernaut!
Comparing the neck peg of La Muerta and Chaotica, they are exactly the same. So this means that we can perform a kitbash between the two heads. Here is La Muerta on the Chaotica body and Chaotica on the La Muerta body. The La Muerta head, which is all white painted face, works well with the Chaotica body. However, for Chaotica, we can see the difference in terms of flesh tone. As mentioned in my Chaotica review, her head seems a little bit large. From afar, the kitbash will work, but if you look closely, you can see the difference. In the comic books, did La Muerta ever abandon her skeleton costume and wore a two-piece like this? Yes, she did. This is Coffin Comics, showing a lot of skin is expected. For the trigger finger hand, you'll have to use the La Muerta hands because Chaotica does not come with any trigger finger hands. It is barely noticeable from afar since her rifles are all plain black. It would be difficult to use the Chaotica weapon holding hands, especially holding the long rifle. What I did here is I used the Chaotica open palm hand and the trigger finger hand from La Muerta. Besides the controversial sleepwear outfit,
I should have highlighted the extra large bust size in my Chaotica review, which make the lady's body proportion incorrect. However, this is not a Marvel Disney family-friendly character. She is a Coffin Comics character. If you visit the Coffin Comics website, you will see they thrive in selling comic variant covers of their characters wearing less or nothing at all in a seductive pose. Context is needed to make sense for these figures. These are made for Coffin Comics fans, a mature audience.
As a fan service, Loose Collector made these figures comic book accurate.
That is why at the beginning of the Loose Collector reviews I make, I stressed out that this is not for children. It really depends on the eye of the beholder. If you say it's art, that is art for you. Unfortunately, not everyone else will accept it as that. Again, this is not for children. I doubt a parent will buy these figures for their children given the price range. Maybe that's the reason for the pricing too, who knows?
Sorry about that short rant. Going back to the review for some Kitbash using Chun-Li Jada toys. The Jada toys head sculpt fits well with Loose Collector bodies. I used the Chun-Li head on the Chaotica body. No need for sticky tack or blue tack. The head will just sit still on the body and you can articulate it. Here is the Marvel Legends Rogue. This time you need a blue tack or sticky tack because it won't stay still on this particular body. Though Rogue does not need any firepower, it just looks cool on this body. I did the same Kitbash using the Rogue head on the Chaotica body. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. You can use LaMuerta's utility belt for she. This feels like a mix of cultures, wherein now she is more modern with some guns or pistols. You can use the red skirt of she on LaMuerta, though it doesn't look right for LaMuerta to wear something as bright red. Unlike she, for she it really looks good. Let me know in the comments below, do you think this works? Loose Collector Executive Replicas La Muerta action figure stands 16.2 cm or 6.3 inch tall. 1/12 scale size comparison, Medicom Toy Mapex, Brown Costume Wolverine and Gambit, some ladies from Mapex, Psylocke and Storm, the power couple of the X-Men, Cyclops and Jean Grey. Moving to 6-inch scale, Jada Toys, Chun-Li and Loose Collectors Darna, Loose Collector She and Vampirella, 6-inch scale Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Wolverine, which is the short male body mold, regular size male Vulcan body mold Cyclops. For a regular size Marvel Legends, the Renew Your Vow Spider-Man and the Retro Carnage, the brand new Hasbro Marvel Legends Target exclusive Warbird and Outback Rogue. For a short size male Astonishing X-Men Wolverine, and we have the 80 Years of Marvel Captain America. From the Deadpool Legacy Collection, Deadpool and Hugh Jackman Wolverine. From the 50 years anniversary of Wolverine collection, we have Patch and Joe Fixit. Starting the 6-inch scale versus 7-inch scale size comparison, Marvel Legends 6-inch scale Rogue and Marvel Select Rogue. From the 50 years anniversary of Wolverine 2-pack, Sabretooth, and we have 7-inch scale Marvel Select Sabretooth. Marvel Legends 6-inch scale Juggernaut, and we have the Marvel Select Juggernaut. From the 80 years anniversary 2-pack with Wolverine, Hulk, and we have the Marvel Select 7-inch scale Hulk. LaMuerta comes in the Executive Replica Loose Collector box with a window. On the side is art taken from LaMuerta Descent from Coffin Comics, bottom Coffin Comics, art taken from LaMuerta Retaliation, Coffin Comics, At the back is a short read-up. Pause it right now if you want to have a read. The lineup of Coffin Comics ladies for the Legacy series. On top, Legacy series La Muerta. At the bottom, just a barcode.
In the Executive Replicas website, these high-end figures cost
$64.99 USD. Big Bad Toy Store sells them for $69.99 USD.
In Australia, just like Marvel Legends, expect the price to double. So this figure sells around 140 to 150 AUD. The bottom line is licenses drive the cost up. These figures are limited and not mass-produced like Hasbro. They target a specific set of collectors, which they should be, given the character design. Unlike Marvel Legends, which is appropriate for kids, Hasbro can mass-produce and sell regular-sized figures like this for $24.99 USD. LooseCollector Executive Replicas is similar to Mafex, which produces limited figures.
For articulation, her head can move from side to side. She cannot look up that much because of her hair. She can look down. Her arms can extend that far. I probably overdid heating the upper torso, that's why it's easily removed. She has a swivel right here, do a full 360 with some hindrance from the hair. She has a bicep swivel, double jointed pinless elbows. She has a swivel on the wrist. This particular sense of hands, it can hinge forward and back. She has an upper torso swivel right there. She doesn't have a waist swivel. She can crunch backward that far. She can crunch forward that much. She can do a split right here. Be careful when you're articulating the leg because of possible paint rub. She has an upper thigh swivel hidden in the boot. She has double jointed pinless knees. Hidden lower calf swivel on the straps. Feet can hinge forward and back, and it has an ankle rocker. My final thoughts. I do not know the character at all. What I've heard is she is like the Crow. She died and she was resurrected, and now she is this female version of the Punisher. I got this figure because she does look cool. A female Punisher with a lot of accessories and alternate hands. Missing though is probably an alternate head with a different facial expression, or probably a different removable hair, just like what they did with Chaotica, where she had a relaxed hair and a one which is hair swept. If you like gothic supernatural superheroes, La Muerta is a must-add to your collection. Thank you for watching this review. I hope you found it useful. If you do, I appreciate if you would share this video with your friends. Give this review a like, subscribe, comment, and ring the notification bell. I hope to see you on the next one.